Hey, what's up, you guys? As you can tell by the title of the video that you just clicked on, I am an American citizen and I have aspirations to move to the Netherlands. But I had some questions that I want to get answered. I looked myself, I did the research myself to try to get these questions answered on my own, but a lot of the answers that I was finding, the sources that I was finding, the videos that I was watching gave me very vague information, not very clear information, and contradicting information, meaning some answers were, for example, some answers were yes, and then on other sources, they were saying no. So there wasn't really a clear answer to these questions. So I thought I'd make this video to ask you guys these questions and about moving to the Netherlands, and hopefully you guys can help me get some clear answers. So question number one that I have for moving to the Netherlands: can I apply for a work visa and get it approved without being sponsored by an employer? The reason why I have that question is because I know that if an employer sponsors you, they have to prove that they were not able to find a Dutch citizen that they were not able to find a Dutch citizen to fill that position at that job. And that would be a very hard thing to do, considering the fact that if you're just a human being in general and you got two arms and two legs, you can pretty much do any job on the planet. So I wanted to know if there was a way that I could apply for a work visa and get it approved on my own without sponsorship of an employer, so that way I wouldn't have to rely on my employer proving that they were not able to hire a Dutch citizen and therefore they were forced to hire me. Question number two: when applying for a work visa, do I need to have a valid Netherlands address first, or can my work visa get approved before I look for my own apartment? I didn't have that question before, but the reason why I have that question now is because I saw a YouTube video of this guy and this girl explaining how to move to the Netherlands, and they said in the video that you need to have a place to live, a valid Dutch address before you can apply for a work visa. But all of the other several videos that I saw on YouTube, they it wasn't like that. They didn't say anything like that. So I just want to know what the situation is with that. Do I need to have a Dutch address, meaning do I need to find an apartment, pick one out, make the deposit, start paying rent, and have an apartment under my name? Or can I apply for a work visa first and then look for my apartment later? Question number three: if I apply for the college visa, I don't think I'm going to go the college way, but you never know. I'm open to all possibilities. If I do apply for the college visa, would I be able to work or not? My guess is I wouldn't be able to work, but some of you might know this information better than I do. So if I am able to work while being a foreign exchange student under the college visa, then that's something that I would like to know, so that way I can start working and saving money. Because I've already been to college, I've already gone through that phase of my life. I really don't want to go back to college, but if I have to go back in that way, I would do it. I would just want to work in the meantime, so just let me know if I have to, if I am able to work while going to school or not, because I would be under a college visa, not under a work visa. Question number four: if Well, actually, I answered that question on my own when I was talking about question number one. So anyway, okay, let me cross that one out. Basically, the question was, on a scale of 1 to 10, how hard is it to get a work visa approved? But I just told you, to get a work visa approved, again, if you're a human being and you've got two arms and two legs, you can do any job on the planet. So obviously, getting my work visa approved, provided that an employer has to sponsor me to get that approved, that would be very hard. So I answered that on my own already. So question number five, and this is the most important question, because this is going to determine whether or not it's possible for me to move to the Netherlands, whether or not if I can proceed with it or if I have to give up on that dream. Question number 5 is, will I be forced to completely abandon and denounce my American citizenship to be a Dutch citizen, or is there a way that I can become a Dutch citizen without denouncing my United States citizenship? Now, this won't necessarily be an automatic deal breaker for me if I have to let go of that in order to move to the Netherlands, but the likelihood that I would continue my dreams of moving to the Netherlands if I have to denounce my American citizenship would be very low, because even though I really want to move to the Netherlands, in the end, I've lived in the United States for 27 years of my life. I'm 27 years old. I've lived in the United States for 27 years. This is the only home that I've ever known, and letting go of my home here completely, meaning I can never come back here legally and live here legally, is kind of the equivalent to you have a dog for 12 years and then you just give it up to the pound. And you're letting go of 12 years of memories and good times that you had with that dog. It would be like that if you can get my drift. I wouldn't want to abandon my American citizenship, like I said, but if I was forced to abandon my USA citizenship, I would have to, you know, I'm gonna have to take into some serious consideration if it's worth it, because the only family that I know is here in the United States and in Puerto Rico. I don't have any family anywhere else in the world, at least as far as I'm concerned. So in the future, my mother might need my help. My father might need my help. Somebody important to me might need my help in the future. And if they did, I would want to be able to come back to the United States legally and live here legally for a temporary period of time, so that way I can help out my family. And if I denounce my American citizenship, I wouldn't be able to do that legally. And so, I would be helpless in helping out my family if they need me in the future. On this one, like I said, I tried to get the answers on my own, but this was one of the things where there wasn't really a clear answer. There were some sources that said you had to give it up. There was another source that said under current Dutch law, they allow dual citizenship. And then there was another source that says dual citizenship is allowed, but only for a temporary period of time. I saw a YouTube video of a woman who moved from Kenya to the Netherlands, and she had to abandon her Kenyan citizenship in order to go move to the Netherlands. I also saw another YouTube video of a guy. He had a United States passport visibly in his hand, and then a European passport, the Dutch passport. He started off the video by saying, "I woke up with just the American passport, and now I have this one." But he specifically said, "I woke up with just one of these, and now I got two." So it seemed like he was able to become a dual citizen and keep his American citizenship as well as become a Dutch citizen. But again, I'm getting different answers all over the place, and I just want clear answers. I did do further research on that one, and it did say that you do have to denounce American citizenship, but there are exemptions. Exemption number 1 is if you're seeking asylum. I'm not seeking asylum, so that doesn't apply to me. We can cross that out. If you are younger than the age of 18 years old, I am a decade older than that, so cross that out. If you are married to a Dutch citizen, I am currently not married to a Dutch citizen, nor would I want to be married to a Dutch citizen in order to get my Dutch citizenship, because that's cheap. You're lying and you're not being genuine with the person that's in a relationship with you. I wouldn't want to get into the Netherlands in that way, because like I said, you're marrying somebody for all the wrong reasons, and I want to come here. I want to go there to the Netherlands completely, completely legally and honestly. I want to be honest about the whole process. So cross that out. And then it says, the last exemption is if you are a national of a state not recognized by the Netherlands. The example they used was Taiwan and Palestinian. Um, I don't know if the United States would apply to that. If the United States would if the United States would be a state that's not recognized by the Netherlands. But let me know. Basically, overall, just let me know. To summarize that whole thing, I'm sorry I spoke too much about that one question. But basically, overall, I just want to know: is it possible? Is Would I be capable of moving to the Netherlands without having to abandon my American citizenship? And could I be a dual citizen, both USA and Netherlands? Yes or no? That's all I want to know. And if yes, let me know how I can do it without denouncing my citizenship. So those are my questions. If you watched this video till the very end, I hope you did, because this last question was the most important one for me. Um, if you stayed until the end, let me know if you have the answers to these questions and give me your answers, and hopefully they will help me out, and hopefully, I get the answers that I'm looking for, and that I can, make my dreams possible to be able to move to the Netherlands. With that being said, good morning, good afternoon, or good night, depending on where you are in the world. And leave comments down below and let me know, what's up. Yeah, thank you.